Good afternoon, Facebook family and LICFC Radio. We are on and back. We have some awesome updates. We are here with Mr. Lavell R. Nero. Let me see if I can get this right. With AM2 Square. Did I get it right?
Yeah, AM.
Group.
AM squared G.
Oh Lord. AM Square G. Oh, I was kind of slow with AM. I had to put that 2 in there, right? And I shouldn't have did that. So AM Square G, I have to remember. Okay, how you doing, Mr. Lavell?
I'm doing fine, and yourself?
I'm doing real good, and I am so happy that you are here. We have some updates and some video for people to see. You have some awesome things going on, and we're back. And I'm happy to let people know what's going on. So you want to give us a brief on what's going on before we get into...
Well, we got, I have an artist having a release. Daryl Beebe is releasing his single called Road Trip March 1st. Then I have many artists that's up for nominations for the Gospel Choice Awards, the S&M Indie Gospel Music Awards, the River Awards. I'm up for awards, and I'm being honored with a presidential award. So it's just been busy. And then I got about 6 artists that's in the Ghana and Africa nominations.
Wow. I'm telling you, you are awesome, and congratulations on all of that. We have all these awards, and seems like you have all of your artists are involved in some type of awards and nominations right now, right?
Right.
And then you are up for an award. We're going to say that again.
Yes, I'm up for, with the Praise Factory, I'm up for Manager of the Year, Promoter of the Year. Somebody else, I'm up for Marketing and Promoter of the Year, and another award, I can't name it, but I could say I received Manager of the Year.
Wow. You are an awesome manager. You have some awesome artists too, and it's all very much deserving. So congratulations and all that. We'll keep our eyes open. We're letting people know right now to keep your eyes peeled, because it's going to pop out there. You won't be able to help but to see what is going on.
Right.
And also you have some other things that you had mentioned that you're going to be doing too. You're advancing your what, you're gonna have some learning projects or different things
have
going on.
I'm gonna do well, I started with my roster, professional development classes, as far as, for them to understand the industry in-house. And then by me being part of the Alliance of Gospel Music Professionals and the GEN, the Gospel Industry Network, I will be doing for the public, those who are interested in learning the business and all that, artists that's interested in getting into it, and current artists that are out there and they don't know the new changes. So I will be doing industry workshops for the public starting soon.
Wow. Yeah, and this is good for upcoming artists and artists that's just been out there, and a lot of times it's a struggle to, but after talking to you, which they're going to see coming up soon on our Zoom, a video interview that we did, they're going to get the chance to learn a whole lot of how we're supposed to do these things.
Right.
So, anything else?
I think we talked about that I'm planning my silver anniversary. I got the date, but I got still working on the venue. It's called, the theme is a Ford Auditorium Experience, based on back in the day when the Corliers had their concert in October, and St. James Adult Choir had their concert in November. And it was a very normal people dressed up, and they started bringing their furs out,
Oh
and
yeah.
then St. James, they totally had the furs because it was November.
Oh yeah, yeah. Wow.
So I figure I'll do the fourth Sunday in October since I'm a Corlair alumni, and we always had ours the fourth Sunday of October.
Wow, this is gonna be awesome.
So that'll be October 27th, 2024. If the Lord delay His coming and He keep life, health, and strength in my body.
Yeah, oh Lord. I know that's right. And I like the way you covered the whole thing. This guy, you can put God first, and for the rest.
Right.
So we think that's pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I like that. And as I had said yesterday, that won't be too. That's time is moving by so fast until
I know
it'll be there in a shake actually.
I know.
Because it's already 2021. And what's happening right now, the year is just moving real fast, regardless of everything that's going on.
Yeah.
Yep. So that sounds like an exciting time. And so we all want to be there. Also, we want to notify everyone because I believe everybody knew that we had our event set up so we can do some recognitions and all awards and things. But we plan on doing that near spring, between maybe spring and early summer. So,
okay.
But I know you have some other things, so we got to check and make sure that the coast is clear with you and all of you and the people that we're dealing with you. There's Young Men for Christ that's on that roster. So, and then we have some other people. So we got to make sure that you are clear so you can be present.
Right. And then I got the Young Men for Christ is on the Days Choice Awards.
Oh wow.
This year.
Ooh.
So yeah, everybody's pretty busy. Next year be Young Men for Christ 10-year anniversary, and they plan on doing a live recording session.
Okay.
Hopefully, I gave them a theme. I called it Chapter 10.
Whoa.
So hopefully they'll stick with it.
You know they're gonna stick with it. I know they listening to the boss there. So far, they've been making great progress and great successes. So I just want to compliment you as being one of the greatest managers that I know, professional and educated and sincere, and you mean business, and you really have it together. So
thank you, I appreciate that.
Oh yeah, we appreciate having somebody like you. So we thank God for you, Mr. Lavell.
Yes. I am so honored, so grateful where God has brought me to this day. Like I stated, I would be celebrating 25 years as a manager, but I've been in the industry. This year will make it 52 years. When I say in the industry, starting out directing choirs and moving to public relation and marketing at Second Ebenezer, being the PR director there, and then moving on to being the music administrator for a year and a half at New Light under Pastor Brown.
Mm-hmm.
And so now, I'm just looking at where God has brought me from my original artist, which was Richard Ross and Rapture,
Wow.
to up to what I have now.
Wow. Woo. Yeah, I'm telling you, we should be seeing a movie or something coming up.
Never know.
Yeah, well, hey, that's what time it is today, so.
Right. You never know what may come along.
It can happen. It can happen. I tell you what, it's a beautiful thing to see that you have all that going on. So we thank God.
Yes, it keeps grass from growing under my feet.
I know. That's why I say I'm happy when I can get you to talk to you, because I know how it is. Being busy, and I know that you're a very busy person. So to get you to talk to you about what you're doing for a minute is it's a blessing, and thank you for sharing with us. And we just want people to know what kind of people that we have in this world, in our vicinity, uh, that's right here under our nose, is doing some really big, awesome things. And so we thank you for working with the artists, uh, blessing these artists, and I know they thank you too. But thank you for being with who you are and doing what you do, because it brings joy to all of us. And then you're teaching people business, and it's just so much that you're doing right now. It's just,
Right.
we can,
Right.
yep. So, we want to
Yeah.
thank you again.
Who knew when I first started directing at 9 years old that I would be at my home church? And a lot of people don't even know that I was a choir director.
Wow.
Yeah, at Oakland Avenue, and moved to the Voices of Deliverance and direct the Lavell Choir, then was on the music staff at Second Ebenezer before I went away to college.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to Morehouse, got my marketing degree, then went and got my master's degree in international marketing, and got another master's degree in education, administration, and then working on my higher education certificate. I'm one class short from finishing that.
Whoa.
And I think I'll work on my doctorate.
Well, yeah, you sound like you just right there at the door anyway. So, wow, that's so awesome. I didn't know that you had started when you were 9 years old either. So, wow, that's all of your life.
Right. So I've been busy.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I see that you have. And we once again thank God for you. Thank God for the affiliation of us working together. Getting your artists out and about in a good way on a higher level there, and also affiliating with our radio station, giving us good music, giving us approval for different things. So we are going to get ready to go into this beautiful interview that we did on Zoom.
Okay.
So they can get even more information. And I think that's Mr. Lavell.
Yeah.
Okay. That was quick. Okay. So we're getting ready to go. We're going to take a little music break while you look at the screen, folks. And then it'll take us all right into the interview with our famous friend here, Mr. Lavell R. Nero of AM Square G Management and Marketing Group. All right, Mr. Lavell, thank you for your time, and we're gonna enjoy the rest of the show and looking at Facebook and LICMC. Hope that you all enjoy the show. Stay with us so you can see more of the greatness that we have for you about this gentleman, Mr. Lavell. All right, here we go. We're gonna take a little music break while you look at the screen, and you'll see when it starts to play, and enjoy, everybody. I'll be back at the end of the show. We're so glad to be here with you. for this interview. You have some awesome things going on, Mr. Lavell. A.M.
Yeah. Well, it's AM squared.
Yeah, AM squared. Okay, you can tell me that all the time. I'm going to write it up on my...
Right,
on my
because it's two M's, so I square the M's.
Right. Okay. And that means, what does that mean?
That's the management and marketing. So shorten it, two M's.
Yeah, management and marketing. So we have a big congratulations in order right now.
Yes. There's a lot going on in my world.
Should I jump straight to that, or should we give us some more information about you? This is not the first time. This is the first time that you get to see us talking together, though.
Yes.
And so, just tell them a little bit about your company. Just like I was reading is you're making sure that the artists are being able to be heard and seen all over the world.
Yes.
You are the man.
I'm trying to be.
Doing great.
You know.
Okay, so tell us what's happening.
Well, this is nomination year, and many of my artists, plus myself, have been nominated, and some awards I have been honored, and they're going to be presented later on this year. Many of my Ghana, Africa, the Ghana Awards. Many of my artists have been nominated for the Ghana Awards over in Africa. And if the pandemic wasn't going on, I'm sure we will be next week flying out to Ghana. And so they had to postpone the award because they was doing it live. Because the awards is February 21st. And so they had to postpone it to later because of the coronavirus.
Right.
But the nominations in February 20th. So voting is still going on.
Okay. Who's on there?
Gerald Beebe, the Detroit Youth Choir, David Whitfield, Sounds of Amani, Eric Ravens, and Young Men for Christ.
Young Men for, yeah. We know right. I know they're on there. Wow.
Right. Yeah. So I'm honored that they've been recognized internationally.
Wow, that is awesome. My goodness.
Yes.
So we hope, and then now wait a minute, you didn't say it about you.
Well, that was the first part, but yeah.
We're gonna get back on you.
Well, yes. This year, S&M Indie Gospel Music Awards.
Yeah.
Honor me with I'm one of the presidential award recipients, and I'm nominated for promoter and marketing of the year, marketing company of the year. The Praise Factory Awards, I have been nominated for manager of the year and promoter of the year. And then the River Awards, which I can't say, but I've won, but I can't say what it is until March 5th.
In a minute.
Right. And also Young Men for Christ, they won an award, but can't say anything till after because they want the TV ratings to go up. So.
Okay. My goodness.
And then the Gospel Choice Awards, many of them been nominated for that, and then and the S&M Indie Awards, they were many of them been nominated for that, and then the Detroit Gospel Awards, David Whitfield, Young Man for Christ, they've been nominated for that, and Superintendent Bunbury and Refuge Temple.
Wow.
Nominated for the Detroit Music Awards. So it's been a lot.
And let me tell you, it's just like you all been moving right along, just like there is no COVID.
Right,
and I think you have gone some places, haven't you?
Last year we did, but this year we all been here.
Mm-hmm.
But last year, Young Men for Christ, they went to Indianapolis and Columbus, Indiana and Columbus, Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
That was, last year.
That's what they're also be seeing virtually somewhere else at the same time, right?
Right. Well, that was last year because they had a concert in California, and then they released their 8th anniversary video, and then I think we was in Columbus.
Okay.
All that going on at the same time.
Technology is awesome, but I do know the Young Men for Christ, they're working. And all thanks to a great manager such as yourself, because I know you are the key man, you're the promoter. You also actually instruct them what to do. You give them great support. Well, I know that's a part of it.
If you had to ask me, I've been in this, it's going to be 52 years this year. 52 years.
How did you do that? You don't look like that.
I'm directing, choir.
All together, all of them. Okay.
My whole progression.
Okay.
I've been in this industry or involved for 51 years.
Wow.
And if God delay his coming and I, keep health in my body, 2024, I will be celebrating 25 years as a manager.
Okay.
And I do plan to have a big anniversary celebration.
Oh, yeah.
In the plans now, celebrating my silver anniversary.
This is awesome. You deserve every bit of it. And I still want to say that we had a plan last year too to do something, but near the spring time of the year, between spring and early summer, I would say, just to make it safe. Ours is going to be virtual, but we are definitely going to lift you up, Mr. Lavell, Nero. We don't have to nominate you. You're just it. Not a nomination. You are just a deserving person of some recognition and awards, and I'm going to be really excited when we were able to do that. Definitely, this was already in motion before we totally connected, and I seen what happened to Young Men for Christ, really what sparked it, that what I saw, and then I first been knowing of you, working with one of your artists, was it Brother Mike?
Yes.
And so briefly you were busy on the track then. Brother Mike said, "Was he coming? Yeah, he's gonna try to come." And he's like, "You stopping in over here, and you gotta go over there." But you've always been very busy. But I know that you are very supportive of your artists, and
yes, I am. Yes, I am.
I think you're the father, man. You're the king of management, king of marketing. Something really special about you. Very professional, and it's definitely God is working through you with these people. Some of these people,
and like I shared, I'm very, very appreciative, very, very humble, where God has brought me from my first artist of management and things I've done, and people are starting to, recognize me for the work I've done, and I am just so grateful because I understand people don't have to recognize you or honor you for anything. And so I'm great, and I forgot to mention the Dave's Choice Award. Young Men for Christ is on there for an award for Dave's Choice. And I don't take that, London, lightly that people are recognizing and honoring my artists, because that speaks volume for me as a manager.
Exactly.
And it speaks volume for them that people recognize them in the industry for what they do.
Yeah.
And so I'm just so grateful. You know, a lot of times I be in the audience and I see like I tell them, I said, people don't know who I am until you introduce me and say, we glad to have our manager here.
Right.
See the response of the audience when my artists are performing. And when I see, you know, that response and they into it, whatever, you know, I try to hold my, well, I do hold my, because I'm just so excited to see how people engage with them and interact and appreciate their craft. And it's just, I get so excited to see that, you know, I hold back the tears, or, you know, I try to just be calm. you know, my quiet place, and then I could, you know, really let go. But yeah, it's just been such a humbling experience from when I look back when I first started.
But you're a groomer too. See, so that's what I'm looking at. Because I've seen it without even, I see the difference with the people that I knew that you had connected with prior to the connection, working hard, but they needed some direction, they need that support, some grooming, a push, you know what I'm saying? And you do all of that. You do all that. Plus, Mr. Nero, you are the man because you are known in so many different facets of this world. By this company man of marketing and some other, you're the head of a couple things. Now, what are they?
I'm part of the Alliance of Gospel Music Professionals, which support independent artists.
Yes.
And I'm also part of the GEN, which is the Gospel Industry Network under Bishop Kenneth Wells. So I'm the Michigan leader for that.
Yeah.
And both of those organizations are to facilitate independent artists how to network or finagle through this crazy gospel industry that's changing every day. Even right now. Last night, I had I'm calling, you know, I'm starting to have, and that was my first one last night, professional development for my artists. And I had Benita Bellamy from the Bellamy Group talk to them on how to read radio charts.
Wow. What?
And different charts, you know, different charts. Monday, Tuesday, I'm supposed to have someone talk about building your brand through social media. You know, and
do I need to attend some of these classes with you?
Well, these are my professional development classes for my artists.
For your artists, I know. I'm just
I'm going to have, for the GEN, I'm going to have open it up to the artists as well, you know, starting out, what you need before you become an artist, steps you need to do before, and then once you make that decision, then the things you need to do to make sure your paperwork is right.
Yeah. Oh, that's very, very much needed.
Yeah, so that's what I'm going to start having. You know, I could do it online. Some of it may be free, some of it may be a small cost to watch, but you know, I found, and I, you know, preach to my artists, you know, everybody want to be an artist, but again, it's all about the numbers.
Okay.
It's all about your numbers, your social media numbers.
Okay.
You know, because I need a manager. No, what you need a manager for? You need a road manager, a wardrobe manager, you need a finance manager. You know, you need to understand
what you need a manager.
What you need a manager for. And if you're not being booked heavily, and you don't, and your fan base is not, you know, you need at least try to set a goal every 6 months of your fan base. So you need, like, you know, start out trying to achieve 1,000,
Mm-hmm.
then 2,500, then 6,000. You know, this what big promoters look for. If you want to fill those big venues,
Yeah.
they look at, say for instance, I have 100, and one of my groups have 100K, 100,000 fans.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if a promoter looks at that, they figure, oh, well, they could probably fill a 10,000 seat, 20,000 seat, or 50,000 seat. They're looking at half my fan base.
Right.
Thinking that, okay, that would be worth, we need to pay attention to this artist because they got this many fans.
Yeah.
You know, so yes, it is numbers. It's numbers on the radio charts.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everybody, you know, and I hear conversation from other people, well, it should be about the ministry. It is about the ministry. But when you in this level,
it's a business, yeah.
You know.
Conducted properly, yeah. Wow, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Woo,
So,
okay.
yeah. So that's what people need to understand. If you can't pull those numbers and you're not willing to work, because it's not my job.
Mm-hmm. Right, exactly.
Those numbers. My job is to guide you and inform you what to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm branding myself. I'm pushing my numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yeah.
I can assist pushing your numbers, but you got to create and push your own fan base, and we can work this together.
Wow.
You know, so that's, you know, people, you know, again, people need to understand, you know, it's different being a local singer, a local person.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're either going to be regional,
Yes.
you're going to be national, but then
Mm-hmm.
national, London, they all require certain sacrifice
Yes.
and money, because you the label, you the business.
Right.
And so anybody can record, but nobody puts money aside for marketing, and that's your business budget. And that's a minimum of 10 grand.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a minimum
A minimum.
of 10 grand to market and promote. That means you gonna go to events, possibly maybe a award show, or see if you can sing, or all that.
Traveling and all that.
Yeah.
Wow.
You got, you know, and you got to promote. You may have to hire a radio servicer
Mm-hmm.
to do that. You know, make sure you play. And if you get a radio servicer, the minimum I would say is about $750.
Mm-hmm.
And I know there's people out here that charge big bucks, and you know, talking about what they can do and whatever, but you need to check that. I wouldn't go over $1,200.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say between $700 and $1,200.
Right.
You know, if I'm gonna pay a radio servicer. You know,
So
because
that's sure that you are going to be constantly heard in rotation, right?
yeah, right.
Yeah.
You know, so that's the next part.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it just don't happen. You know, and then you got to have relationships in this industry are very important.
Mm-hmm.
You know, by yourself, you try to, you know, people say, well, how can I get on the London show? Or, how can I get my music played on iHeart and all that?
Mm-hmm.
You know, they ain't gonna do that. Oh, they'll do it, but
Yeah.
there's an advertising cost.
It's advertising too.
You pay the advertising cost, then you could get a couple of interviews, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and a little play, you know.
Right.
But, you know, so don't say they won't play. They will play, but you got to take out some advertising.
You gotta pay for it, yeah.
Yeah. You know, and so, and people need to understand that. That's why artists get confused.
You're confused.
Yeah, they don't want to,
Right.
they don't understand they the record company.
You know what's interesting? I'm so glad that you are talking like that because, you know, I've been in the media business for a long time. So when people come with a new CD, nobody knows who they are, something they come in right away like, I want somebody to pay me to do this. I'm like, but nobody even knows who you are, you know. And so they have it. They got it flipped the wrong way, and they coming in. expecting for somebody to pick them up, this and that, and you know. So I'm so glad that you are expressing that information because people.
No, I mean, right, because it's got to be relation. Well, first of all, let's talk about your project.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, your tracks need to be clean.
Yes.
And your project need to be commercial ready.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And I tell artists your graphics on your cover because there is a you know nomination categories for graphic designers. So when you having someone design your cover, you need to remind them that this is their design is going out to the public.
Right.
And their design represents your project. And so, like I said, you do know that there's a category for designers.
Yeah, I know that. I did. Yeah.
It's called product packaging.
Mm-hmm.
Or CD packaging, however way they label it. That means what that project looks like.
Yes.
You know, and so you're gonna have to spend some money. You know, if you want, you know, if you thinking, okay, I want to be nominated, then you have to think where you want to be. You know, and then again, build relationship with media. You know, don't just shove it in their face. You know, talk to them and, you know, get to know them. Where I am with radio, you know, because if I send something out, they don't really have to review my stuff because they know the tracks are clean. They know it's
mm-hmm.
And they say, oh, this is coming from Lavell.
Right, exactly.
So I ain't got to do nothing. I can put it in rotation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I'm thankful for that. I don't take that lightly because radio has changed. They don't have time to play music as like they used to.
Exactly.
Filling the ad, content, whatever. Music is not the forefront. It's a part of it.
Part of it.
Right.
You're exactly right. It's not all, you don't hear all music all the time, all day, all the time. You have other things going on. Yeah.
Right. And then on the chart, Benita showed us there's 500 artists listed on the chart.
Wow.
And there's only maybe 38, 39 hard stations, hard stations in different markets.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not counting those internet stations that are BDS.
Yes.
Okay, there's only 23 of them.
Mm-hmm.
So if we look at the national side or the BDS charts, you got 500 artists and only 38, 39 radio stations. You know, where they gonna play that music? Where do they have time?
Right, exactly. Mm-hmm.
You know.
Well, I actually know from working in the radio station myself, it's many times people if they can get in, some stations you can't even get in. What the security. Right. But you know, the one I was working at, you can come in, ring the bell, and they let you in. Drop your CD off, but that CD might not ever get played ever.
Right, because you all get music. Either it's in the mail, where they don't mail it, that was before, or in your email box.
Email, yep, exactly.
You get, you know, we talking about 500 artists that are listed that's in some type of rotation or got music out.
Right.
Yeah, and that's not maybe everybody, especially on the independent side.
Mm-hmm.
Some of those artists got 2 or 3 songs out. And you trying to get your one.
One.
Wow. So, again, you got to understand the industry. And that's why it's important, once I get started, start having my, I'm calling them master classes. Mm-hmm. And, you know, you need to understand, come and be a part of, to hear what information is being said. I don't think you're out there before or you are current, you need to know what's going on. If you already recorded, current recorder, whatever. It has changed.
Yes. Do you now? I would like to know. So what we're talking now, and you already have some of these things going on. The basic fee to get started with doing something like that. Well, you said we should have at least $10,000 basic just to get started and get out there with everything, right?
Because some of these independent artists, on radio station, they ask you to take out an ad.
Yep.
It's
It's like that, and the one out.
It's a new version of an old system.
Exactly.
If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I do.
It's a new version of an old system that not supposed to exist, but it exists. So yeah, you take out an ad. Sometimes they tell you if you take out an ad for X amount of months, then we will put you in heavy rotation. That's the language.
Yes.
Be not deceived.
Well, you know what's interesting? The little smaller station that I was connected with, and that what you call it, the hard station. Is that what you call it? You walk in there, they'll tell you, no, your music is not that high. They're gonna tell you that. They wait till you leave. You have to pay, if either buy you a show or buy you some advertising. You're gonna have to buy some time in order to get that music played. Right. That little small station will say, well, why don't you buy you a show? Come on every week and play your music. That's that way. But what you're saying is going full throttle with that. You want that music played in rotation as much as possible in a certain amount of time. And so you have advertising money. Now,
unless you have, you have favor. Yeah, I got favor, but I know sometimes they may say, Lavell, would you donate, give a, I get it. I got 9 artists. So I'm bombarding them with 9 artists. So as a company, they're coming at me as a company.
Exactly. That's what it is.
I get it. I get it.
My next question is, to have you as a manager, say somebody wants to have you as a manager, you're still open for that. You have so much going on. The fee for having you as a manager, is that like some type of basic fee, sliding fee, or?
There's a flat fee. And then there's, and we can work it out several ways. There's an administration monthly cost for doing the activity.
Right.
Calling, setting up, paperwork, all that stuff, coming out to your rehearsals, the events.
Yes.
That's a monthly administration fee. Then there's the percentage of the booking.
Right.
Because, I'm trying to get the best price for you.
Exactly.
So I got to negotiate, talk, and sell you, and
you got to be that man.
Yeah.
Which you are, Lavell. So, wow.
So compared to when I started out and now where I'm at now.
Yeah.
And I consider myself, like in regular corporation, I consider my company a premium company. Yes. My artist is high end. I'm high end.
Yes.
Because of the work I put in, the recognition I'm getting, the recognition of my artists, they all award winning, nominated. I had one artist, Detroit Youth Choir. They got a first round Grammy nomination for their song Glory.
Yes.
Legend for the video and the song,
yes.
Our version of Glory. So we didn't make it to the second round, but that speaks volume to me.
It is.
I got a Grammy nomination. The Hallelujah singing, my best friend, Dr. Weaver, I was booking manager, but under him, he got an Emmy for his video of Let's Have Detroit, Detroit Style. Let's Have Church, Detroit Style.
Yes, yes.
So I still claim that Emmy.
Definitely. I know that. I know about you, man. I knew it. I knew that you, because I have, believe it or not, Lavell, I had the brochure with him in it and all your artists back then. I know myself that
you know, and that speak. You know, I'm just proud of what 51 years have gotten me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, in 2015 is when I said, you know, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna go in with blinders like a racehorse. Ooh. And I'm gonna just go straight. And I wouldn't have the woulda, coulda, shouldas, because I would know how the story ends when I ended.
Yeah.
The story ends because I ended.
Yeah.
You know, so, and I thank God that I don't have those woulda, coulda, shouldas. You know, I know.
Work.
Yeah, and it's not easy when you got people's careers in your hand. You know, I got 9 different artists, 9 different personalities.
Right.
I just don't have choirs. I got a soloist, I got a quartet, I got a praise and worshiper singer, I got a hip hop artist, I got a church choir, I got a community choir, I got a neo gospel husband and wife team.
Right.
They all require different marketing strategies.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but the blessing is, like I tell them, I'm degreed. I have a BA in marketing, and I have a master's in international marketing. So my gift is by getting someone not that has a hobby in this, but
you are the master. You have a master, and you are the master.
You know, and so I share that with them. This is what I studied.
Yes.
And being in a master's in education, how to teach. So I can teach and do the marketing and sell if the glass half full or the glass half empty.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that messing with the mind thing.
Yeah.
You know, so, you know, being a promoter, I understand that. You know,
well, they are very blessed. They're blessed to have you. And the more I hear you talk about it, I already know that they're absolutely blessed. And I've seen it. I know these sounds of money from way back. Dealing with the Young Men for Christ and all that, you know. And there already was some awesome people, but now say but I can see the differences of them going from one level to the next and being more buff and having it together. But lo and behold, Mr. Lavell Nero is in that picture because of your skills, your gifts, you know, everything that you have, is professionalism, your wisdom. That's why I say you are the man, Lavell. Awesome.
And people don't know, I started out as a choir director.
Wow.
I directed choirs when I was younger. And then I went to the Lavell Voices of Deliverance. I was one of the head directors. And then Jean Hodge, when Donald moved to D.C., she called me over to come over to the Choirliers, the Lavell Choirliers. Now, if anybody know, well, the Voices, our first album charted 180 weeks. Okay. Then under the Choirliers, they won a gold album for He Decided to Die, or He Would Not Come Down from the Cross, most people know. So I've always been, when I look at it, with award-winning people.
We're going to take a quick break. Mr. Lavell, you still there?
Yes, I'm still here.
Well, we just don't want to let you go without hearing your voice. We're going to continue this awesome conversation. And thank you for being online with us. I'm telling you, this is so awesome, for educational, interesting. And so we just want to thank you for being online with us today with Facebook Live and LICMC Radio. And I know you have to get moving. So is there anything you'd like to say before you go?
I got to go get my wonderful look, I got to go see the barber.
Okay. Well, you got to take care of yourself. Stay safe out there,
All
Mr.
right.
Lavell.
Thanks for the interview. I enjoyed it, and it was awesome. And I thank you for taking the time out to know the man behind the business.
Well, I thank you. Thank you. You are so very welcome. Thank you. We hope to talk to you soon and keep up with you. God bless you. We love you. Be safe out there. And I know you're going to get your good look on, Mr. Lavell. So,
okay.
You take care. God bless you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Exactly.
You know, I've been with it, so it was just natural. Jean at that time was my mentor on how to manage, because she was the manager for both the Cavaliers and the Voices.
And those big groups then are, I mean, wow, it would be just so nice to have that kind of thing now. And I know you might have that, maybe one of the choirs that you have. But I remember that. I remember those, and those are the bomb days. And yes. I so wish we had something like that.
How to direct set. There was a guy named Curtis Kilpatrick who sung with the Cavaliers. He would do the stage set decorations.
Wow.
So I watched him how to do stage and all that stuff. So when Second Ebenezer went to Ford Auditorium for the 50th anniversary, I called him and gave him the directions of what I was looking for the stage.
Yeah.
And so, he delivered, because watching him, and he did the stage, but I knew how to make the stage an experience for the choir and for the audience. So when the curtain opened up, you got woo.
Right. Did you have anything to do with the Eloquent Reaper stage?
Well, no, he had pretty much that part, because he's an artist. And a lot of people don't know, LaQuint is he hurt his leg, but he was on his way to Alvin. He was a professional dancer, one of Mumford's dancers.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
I never knew that.
So he always had the artistic.
Yeah.
So that's what you see, that dance, that artistic dance, when you see him.
Yeah.
Because he was Mumford's #1 male dancer.
Wow.
And people don't, know his history and my history. And then he was a quartet person as a kid because of his sisters and his mother.
Right. I remember interviewing with him because his mama got a hold of him.
Yes, and they talk about them early Voices of Deliverance days.
Right.
He was the singer, the lead singer, and I was one of the directors.
Well, you know what, and when I look at what you all do, I can see, every time I look at some of your groups, especially we're gonna go back to Eloquent, it's like watching a movie. Like your music should be in a movie.
Right.
Their music, these artists' music is so good that I can see a movie say, hey, I want to put this track in this movie to tell the story. So you're all
right.
top of the line.
And what I love, London, that my artists, they do more than just music. I got some in radio. Sounds of Money is in radio. They in a movie, Dre Hill's movie. And then they just released their Sounds of Money gym shoe. They displayed it on that meeting.
All right.
Most of my artists, you got to be multiple tasks.
Yeah, definitely.
And my thing is, you can't quit your job. Yeah.
Right. But they call that many streams of money you need to have, right?
Right. And I share with them, and people don't understand. I tell my artists, I said, I need you to go to work every day, whether you're sick or not. If you sick, if you able, go in. Let them send you home because it shows your dedication.
Right. Exactly.
Don't call off. Whatever it is. Call in and say, I'm gonna do it, but I'm coming in. I need you to, because we're gonna be traveling. You're gonna need time off. Because you might have used your days up and your boss understands what you're doing.
Exactly. Okay.
I say, even if you don't like your boss, like them. Invite them, right? Invite them to events so they'll know what you're doing.
Wow.
Because you're gonna need that boss to give you favor.
Right. Exactly. Listen, Lavell, I'm telling you, you are a man. You are so wise. So wise.
So yeah, that's the main thing. I say, go to work every day. If you sick, fall out at work, they'll send you home. Because I know you're gonna need some time.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna need some time, and invite your bosses to your events so they can understand what you do. So yeah, I'm just serious about, you need to work because you can't live in with me and I'm not going to take care of you.
Let's get this straight right now, right?
Right. So yeah, it's a lot to managing. People think, no, you part of their lives, you part of their church, you part of their family. If they got kids, you the disciplinary. Sometimes you got to put them in check.
Mm-hmm.
The psychiatrist, because you get these calls.
Oh, Lord.
So it's more, people think, I want to be a manager. No. Because your life is not your life.
Mm-hmm.
It belongs to them.
Right.
And sometimes you have to remind them that, hey, I'm going out of town. Or whatever, unless it's
emergency.
But again,
I can see how they can get attached though to you because you're almost like you're everything in different aspects of the marketing, the management, and once you find out somebody can do that, you just wouldn't want to let them go. I mean,
Right. And my goal is to bring in a couple of people because I really want to just run the company. I think I want to do something else with the company.
Okay.
And I'm toiling with the decision, but I need to bring in people that's going to have the same. I know nobody would be me.
You. No.
But I need you to treat my company like I would and my artists.
Mm-hmm.
And when you engage with the clients, I need you to have that same level of personality that I would have. So I'm looking because I think I want to move. I'm thinking possibly being a label.
Well, look, I'm not surprised. Like, we've been waiting. We've been waiting, Lavell. We've been waiting.
So that's what I'm praying and, seeing.
Well, we know when you do it, it's definitely, like that song said, it shall be done. When you decide to do it, it's definitely going to be done. Oh my God, you are so famous to me. I'm just so happy that you are here and we're talking and everything you've already said. People need to come out their pocket already for what you just told us. They need to be sending you some money just because of the information that you just conveyed to us. And that means this is going to inspire more people to really want to come and talk to you. And they'll know, this is what I know, when they come to you, they know there's no stuff, no playing. It's not that time is out. This is real. This is real.
Oh, it is. When you're talking about going on what level you want to go to, it's different from being a church artist, church soloist, church choir, whatever. When you step out into the national stage,
yes, a change.
everything has to be top notch because you held to the same standard as a national artist with a label. You held your music, your product, everything, your image, everything. You held to the same standard, but it's unfair. You can't get to play.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unless you know somebody, you know.
Yeah.
Unless you know somebody. You know, that's what I tell you. You held to the same standards. But you can't, you know, get in unless you know somebody.
Unless you know somebody.
Right.
Outside of having the package.
Right.
Still need to have yeah, you still got woo, Lord. I tell people you have to work. You know, they're gonna pick me up. I said, well, by the time somebody might pick you up, you have to work your way to the point where they'll look at you like you said and say, okay, I want them. But like you said, it's a lot that goes into it. By the time you get to that point, you have put in all those thousands of dollars. You know, you're on the national stage or whatever before maybe even higher up.
Right.
Which Lavell, I consider you at this point you are higher up. So anybody can, if they get in with you, they really in with the right, you know, with a good thing. Yeah.
Thank you. And you know, I don't have to manage you to give you some insight if you're willing to listen.
Exactly.
You know, you can't see what other artists are doing and how they present themselves. Standard always work. Okay? It's, you know, you can't be, you know, can't look crazy or whatever, and then you need to know what market. Some churches you can't do certain things. You got to understand that. So it's always best to just represent church.
Okay.
It's just always best. Now, if it's an outside event, that don't mean for you to wear cut-up jeans. You wear jeans. You know, you still need to be appropriate.
Right.
Because, again, you never know who's in the audience.
Exactly. And sometimes, every now and then, somebody will be in that audience, like you.
Right.
You're like, okay.
You never know who's coming to these various awards, who's at these workshops. And you need to think about, like I said, you need to dress like when I was in corporate America. They say dress for the job you want. So if you want to be a manager, you need to look like a manager, act like a manager.
And that is definitely a rule of business, or just even to get the job.
Right.
You have to dress it. So I'm telling you, Lavell.
Yes.
Well, you know, I'm ready to come to your classes, so I'm gonna come to your
I'm getting them ready. You
your
know,
class
like I said, I said I need to build the infrastructure first. You know, my group needs to have professional development. You know, within themselves, within my camp, because I can say this to them, but when they hear from someone in the industry, then they get a better perspective.
So they already know. The Lavell already took me there.
Right. But sometimes they got to hear it from somebody else.
To solidify it in their mind.
Right.
Listen, I'm telling you, when you get done with them, though, these people, they are really blessed to be part of their life, because you're teaching them business etiquettes and all kinds of things. They are learning, pulling from you. You know, I mean, it's like a plethora of things that you're teaching people.
Yes.
You know, to take them to so many different levels and so many different ways. You know. Awesome.
Right.
Oh my goodness. That's why they love you. So they love you, Lavell.
Right. I mean, they would look out for me. I love them. They spoil me. I spoil them. You know, but going back to the Ford Auditorium stuff.
Right.
My theme for my 25th is called a Ford Auditorium Experience.
And then Ford was a thing.
Yes.
It was a thing.
So yes, that's gonna be a big event. So you know, when you came to Ford Auditorium, it's a dress up event.
Oh, you know, nobody should tell you that you need to look like RSVP.
Right. So yes, that's the theme for my silver anniversary
Wow.
auditorium experience.
Wow. That is gonna be so awesome. Now
Yeah.
when do you plan? You said in
It's matter of fact, I got the date. I'm looking at venues now, but it's October 27th, 2024. Ain't that something?
this is super great. Let's hurry up. It won't be long. We're
No,
already
it won't
21. It won't that time is ooh.
No.
But that is so exciting. Well, you know what, Lavell, this conversation that we have enough to do 2 sessions with this. I don't want to give it all to them all right now. we almost have an hour's worth of conversation.
Okay.
And I would love to do if you have time, we'll be coming on and do a part 2. Man, this is so deep and exciting. Like, wow, it's like we sitting in the lap of Hollywood. With Lavell.
Right, and then remember, I was the public relation and marketing director over at Second Ebenezer Church.
What?
Right. When I finished my last class, Second Ebenezer helped me with my last class for me to graduate. And I called Bishop after I finished, and he wasn't Bishop then, Pastor Van. And I said, what is it you want me to do when I come home? And he said, I want you to help market my church.
Wow.
And that's what I did. The moment I came home, I consider myself a grassroots marketer because I wasn't in the know. I didn't work with a company of marketing. So everything I did was grassroots.
Okay.
To the point of where they are now.
The thing is, it all came from Lavell. All the professional, all the creativity is curtailed to you. Nobody can copy that. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You can teach
Right.
So you're your own.
I just didn't do choirs. I did organizations as well. And then I was a minister, not minister of music. They changed to music administrator because I couldn't play. I was at New Light. And before I started, I visited the church a month, several times. And I looked at the way the service is, and I looked at how to improve the service by either adding something or taking something away, but still have the same buck.
Okay.
And a lot of times when I go to different churches, especially on Sunday morning, I look at their bulletin or whatever you want to call it, and I sit through the service. And I say, they can move this down here, eliminate this, do this, And I can sit in about the first 5 minutes and restructure the service.
Wow.
And still get the same bang, but less, because I understand it's not like when we went to church, we was in there for hours.
Right.
Mind span, they don't have that. They want to go and get out.
Yeah, but they want it to be good. They want it good, and they want to be gone. Yeah.
Right. They want to have a good service and be able to get out and not being there for till 2:30 like we did when we were coming up.
So you could do that.
Yeah. Wow. I kind of look at the service. I be there the whole time, and then when I get home, I study and say, you know what? They need to eliminate this or move this down here, put this up here, and they can still get the bang for their buck.
Wow.
But not be there all that time.
And that definitely would be increased membership and have steady membership. Yeah. Once they get it and they love it, they're going to keep coming back.
Right. So I thank God for that skills that he gave me. I just thank God for every gift that he has given me, every skill, every talent, and it all comes with responsibility as well.
Yes.
You got to nurture your gift and be careful who you share your gifts with.
Oh boy, did you say that right? Lord.
That's another subject.
That's a whole other subject. Because I children, do not cast your pearls to the swine.
To the swine. Okay.
Who's up here?
These pearls are expensive.
Expensive. And put that and wallowed in the mud, right?
Right.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. So you need that discernment spirit. I always say, God, give me the spirit to discern people's spirits, because I come in contact with a lot of people.
And they want you. They see what you have. And they want
right.
I'm what?
So yes, that's the perfect example about
Which
your
is kind of funny. I'm thinking in my mind before you said that, Lavell, where's your bodyguards at? No, I'm kidding. It kind of remind me that, you gotta watch. I'm like, what? You need some security. But you have to watch out for yourself. I understand.
Right. And that's a whole nother subject as well.
Oh, Lord. Lord. Well, look, I don't know. We might figure this out, but I definitely want to be involved. I already said that.
That's it's funny you said that, but that's a whole nother subject, and that's real.
And then you got to be careful about that.
That's real.
I know that's real.
I'm just saying, it's real.
Well, I'll tell you, maybe when we get off a Zoom, we can talk about it.
Right. For everything you gain, you got to give up something.
Woo.
So everything I gain, sometimes I have to give up, I guess you could say, freedom, per se.
Yeah. I told you. I already tell you, you are the man. And with all this going on, whew, God bless you. I'm really excited. I'm so excited, and I'm waiting for 2024 and everything that happens all the way to 2024.
Yes.
And I'll be honored to honor you. I'm just excited.
Yes, but I'm doing a and the group came to me. Well, we had after our meeting, I checked off because it was like, okay, I need a mental break, but they were still on, and so they decided, they want to do something, and David brought it to my attention. So look out! I'm shooting for April.
Okay.
So the company is going to do something in April.
Oh, so I'm glad you told me. So I don't want to get in the way of that.
Right. So I'm gonna have a big announcement once everything is locked in, and I'm shooting for April.
Okay, yeah. maybe we can do something close to it.
Yes.
Kind of like in collaboration with. If you're gonna do that, since we're talking about this, so somewhere along the line, it's just gonna add to it. That's all. So we're just gonna show you from everywhere how much you are appreciated, how much you are loved, and that's what I know about the artists. They love you, they appreciate you. It's a lot of gratitude because when you don't know something and you have somebody come in there and show you the in and outs and get you going, and it's so exciting to be able to watch yourself grow and get involved and get up, perform, and be professional, and the crowd, you're pleasing the crowd, they love you. They love you to pieces.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And as a manager, you the good guy or the bad guy.
Yeah, either way, you gotta break the news.
Right.
But when you're done, when you break the news, you're just gonna make it right. That's what I know. When it's done, it's gonna be done right.
Right.
And it has to be accepted. But then that's why, kind of like you said, sometimes you gotta. You like the parent, when by the time you finish getting a hold of that child, so you got to do it this way, and they don't like it. But by the time they do it, they appreciate it. I'm so glad I did that way.
Mm-hmm.
We have to expand our mind, and that's the kind of person that you are. You have the mind, the wisdom, knowledge, and people. You're bringing people that direction in their mind. You have be able to understand and broaden it, their understanding. So I can imagine that they are absolutely love you, excited about it, because they see the outcome of you being their marketer, their manager, and their
psychiatrist, counselor,
everything. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep,
but
this is awesome.
God is good, and I appreciate you finding out more about me. A lot of people, I think, other than April, I think, but not too many people know my start. They just think I've been a manager or whatever, but nobody knows the progression.
But you know that this is all going to be on Facebook and on the radio stuff and possibly TV, right? Is that okay?
Yeah.
That's why we doing it. Putting it out there. Oh man, awesome! I'm excited. I'm very excited. So I'm gonna really thank you for your time.
I thank you.
You gave me a whole, exactly 1 hour. We've been actually recording for 1 hour, but before then, and this has just been but you make me feel that I'm even more encouraged. I'm always excited, but I'm even more excited and encouraged. Yeah.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
And I love you to pieces, man.
I love you too. Thank you.
All right, so we look to talk to you again, and we look to be a part of everything that you're doing when it comes time for your celebrations, and everybody's watching.
Okay.
Love you, Lavell.
Love you too. Thank you.
Talk to you later. Thank you.
All right.
Okay. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Uh-huh.
We have radio time and commercial spots available right here at LICMC for unbeatable prices. To get your spot today, give us a call at 419-245-4979. That's 419-245-4979. Get your spot today, right here on LICMC Radio.
London, D. Washington Community Enterprise. TV, radio, film, production, broadcasting. You may call 800-875-0674. You may also contact us at our email, londondoris@gmail.com. LONDENDORIS@gmail.com. You also can check our website at ldwcenterprise.weebly.com. That's ldwcenterprise.weebly.com. London, D. Washington Community Enterprise. At your service.
Join London, Washington on Facebook Live for drama from the ADI Actors Club. That's Wednesdays at 2 p.m. and running here at the same time, Wednesdays at 2 p.m. right here on LICMC Radio. Sonny's Hamburgers, located at 20001 Schoolcraft in Detroit. Food truck now open.
The Mogul products are available now. That's modern outlook going upper levels. For all the moguls in your life, we have some great product merchandise for you to check out and for you to wear. We have everything from hats to pins, even air fresheners. So check out our online store at ldwcenterprise.weebly.com/shop. Again, that's ldwcenterprise.weebly.com/shop. Or you can email us for that link at londendors@gmail.com. That's LONDENDORIS.
Got here with Mr. Lavell. Yeah, man.